This is the Beyoğlu district of Istanbul. In the summer of 2011, it was a thriving drinking spot, famous for its street tables and casual atmosphere. But overnight, an edict from the local authorities removed the tables and pack away the outdoors party scene. Local bar owner Emre Sapkan believes it represented the beginning of changes in the government's attitude towards alcohol.
It has been bad for business. We have hard times in the last 2 years, and we are still having them. Lots of businesses have gone bankrupt. They have closed down their bars. So we are waiting in fear about what's going to happen next. Because in Turkey, unfortunately, you never know what's going to happen tomorrow.
Emre's comments represent a fear among Turkey's liberals that the ruling AKP party are pushing Islamic values on the secular population. New laws in force since September include the restriction of alcohol sales within 100 metres of a place of worship or a school, a ban on all forms of alcohol advertising, and a halt to the sale of alcoholic beverages in shops between 10 p.m. and 6 a.m. The owner of this off-licence in Istanbul says the laws are already affecting his business.
It has affected us in a tremendous way. We have lost almost 60% of our sales. Now we can barely pay the rent. Normally the sales pick up around 11 p.m. because this is the entertainment district. We don't sell much during the day, but the restaurants, bars and beer houses, they stay open.
So that's retail, but what about for producers? I journeyed out of Istanbul to visit winemakers who say the advertising laws are unworkable. So I was going to interview the owner of this vineyard this morning, but he cancelled at the last minute, saying that he was fearful that if he spoke out against the government, there would be reprisals against his business. But for others, there's a need to be heard. Umbrella group Wines of Turkey say the new law works against the country's drive to increase tourism.
It's a huge contradiction for the government to support wine tourism and on the other hand to ban all kinds of communication in production and communication, because industry has to support itself from domestic consumption. So they have to survive first, then they can manage all kinds of wine tourism and exports and other things. But the domestic consumption is the main thing.
So industry disapproval. But what do residents of Istanbul's conservative Fatih district make of the new regulations?
The selling of alcohol is not okay. It's bad for your health. It is bad for your budget. And your family gets affected as well.
I would like alcohol to be banned. I would also like the alcohol advertisements to be banned because our children see it and want it.
Those who drink, wherever they are, they will find alcohol and drink. It wouldn't matter if they're close to a mosque or a school. They would bring it there and drink. You can't stop that.
The BBC approached the Tobacco and Alcohol Regulatory Authority for an interview but didn't get a response. So all eyes are now on Turkey's constitutional court, where the law is currently being scrutinised. If it's rejected, businesses will hope for a new period of consultation.